What's up guys, my name is Natalie and welcome to my Nook of Novels. Today I'm going to be choosing the books that I read in February, and I know that I already had a February TBR video go up, but it was just kind of tentatively just the books that are kind of catching my interest right now that are possibilities for me to read in February. But in this video I'm going to be actually spinning my wheel and choosing the books that I read. This is one of my mood reading months, which means that I'm not just going to be spinning this and choosing all the books right this minute. I'm going to be choosing the books as I read throughout February. As of right now, I am close to the end of She Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan, and I'm really enjoying it so far, but y'all will hear my thoughts on this one in my February wrap up, so stay tuned for that. I am really in the mood to read The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, and if you have seen pretty much any of my recent videos, then that should be no surprise to you guys whatsoever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat just a little bit because I am dying to read that book. I've been dying to read it since I got it and I just cannot wait any longer. So I'm literally just gonna spin this thing until it gives me a prompt that will let me read that book. Without further ado, let's get into the first spin for February. Which is so exciting because you guys already knew what I was going to pick for this prompt. I literally just said it a minute ago, but The Priory of the Orange Tree, I finally get to read this book and I'm so hecking excited about it. That being said though, it is very large, and also I still need to get through Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco, which I only technically started in January, so I still need to read basically the entirety of this as well. And February is the shortest month and I have a lot happening in February, so I'm probably gonna fail this month, but that's okay. I'm still super excited just for the fact that I finally get to read this book. I'm okay with that. I will fail just so that I can read this. I'm totally fine with that. I'm gonna switch up the prompt now. I'm just gonna go with this one, if I can get it. They stick together. This one. TBR Vet. So that basically just means a book that's been on my TBR for a really long time. So that's all that I'm going to be doing for right now, but I will catch you guys later in the month, hopefully when I finish The Priory of the Orange Tree and Hunting Prince Dracula. Hello everyone, it is later in the month, and I have not quite finished with The Priory of the Orange Tree. I say haven't quite, like I'm almost done with it. I'm not at all. I'm 200 and something-ish pages in, about 250 I think. I have just kind of been getting antsy reading this because it's so long, and I am really enjoying it. Obviously it's a high fantasy and there's just a lot of things going on, and I've also been really busy recently. I've just been wanting something shorter and easier to get through for now, and you probably already noticed, but I redid my prompts so that hopefully you guys will actually be able to see them. Now they're bigger and the words are bigger, and hopefully it is just easier in general for you guys to see what I'm spinning. Also, if you notice that these prompts are different, I filmed my March TBR in between doing my first February spin and now, so some of them are different. I did not cheat, I just spun my wheel for March. All of that being said, let's do spin number 2. Landed on a shiny book. So this was a really difficult prompt because there's 2 books specifically that I really want to read right now, and neither of them are shiny, and just none of the other shiny books that I have were really appealing to me. So what I did was I picked The Giver by Lois Lowry for this prompt, but I'm not going to read this right now, but I'm going to switch the prompt and spin again because I really want one of these other 2 books to come up. This one, a sci-fi. Okay, so spin number 3. Boyfriend Pics. Also, I just realized that this wrapper thingy has been sitting here the whole video. Just disregard that. Okay, so the 3 that I'm having to pick between are Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. I kind of just put this one on here because it's short, because it's the kids version. It's a classic, which I'm sort of in the mood for, so I kind of just threw that one on there. And then these other 2 are the ones that I really want to read, which are The Fear by Charlie Hickson, which is the 3rd book in the Enemy series. I'm borrowing it from my best friend, and I've had it for a really long time, and I really need to read it, so that one is on there. The other book is How To: Absurd Scientific Advice for Common Real-World Problems by Randall Monroe. I read his other book, which was What If? Real Scientific Answers to Absurd Hypothetical Questions, I think is what it was. I'm not 100% sure. But basically, people would ask really strange hypothetical questions like, what if you threw a baseball at the speed of light? And he would answer exactly what would happen. And a lot of them were really funny, and other ones were just insightful, and it was really enjoyable. So I would really like to read this one. I'm gonna cry. You picked Oliver Twist. I'm spinning the wheel again because I'm not reading that right now. I'm going to read one of those two books and nobody's gonna stop me. Cover color. So if that comes up, then I will spin the wheel again, and whatever color it lands on has to be on the cover of the book. Okay, spin number 4, I think. I don't know at this point. Too many. I literally just want to read one of those books. Cover color. Okay, spinning it again. It landed on gray. And there is gray on the cover of this book. Can you see it? Gray right there. So exciting. This one. Photo cover. Okay. So a book that has a photo on the cover. That's all for now. By the time I read all of those, it will be the end of the month. So it looks like this is my February TBR. Was not planning on spinning all of my February TBR today, but here we are. Sorry that the angle changed. I just filmed my outro for this and wrapped everything up and put all my filming stuff away, and then realized that it landed on green twice in a row, which means I have to do another spin. So spin number 5. Didn't want it to land on sci-fi, but okay. So for this prompt, I'm choosing Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. This is one of the books I considered using for the shiny book prompt. It seems kind of interesting. I'm sort of in the mood for a sci-fi. I really just don't know what I'm in the mood for right now. Like, my reading mood is so complicated, I just don't even know how to explain it. Picking this one, hopefully I will get to it this month and enjoy it. This one, I dropped one. Books in a row. So what this means is that whenever this prompt comes up, it will be the last prompt that I spin for the month. And what it means is I will just pick a spot on my shelf, and every book from there will be on my TBR. So let's say I have 4 books left. The next 4 books in a row will be on my TBR. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but let's say that I have 3 books left to pick and I choose Pitch Dark. Then I will also have Glass and 5 Feet Apart on my TBR. Now, obviously, I've already read those, so that wouldn't be what I would pick. I would go to my TBR shelf, but that's the idea. I hope that makes sense. If not, then hopefully you will see whenever this comes up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe if you would like to, and hit the notification bell if you would like to see the other videos that I post on Mondays. And my Bookstagram and Goodreads are in the description if you would like to check out either of those. Let me know in the comments what you've been in the mood to read lately, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!